Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Ambika Dhiman. Today, we will discuss about the tertiary classification of poison according to the sources. So, first classification is according to the domestic purpose. There, people used to poison by detergents, disinfectants, cleansing agents, antiseptics, insecticides, etc. Next is agriculture or horticulture sources. Then people or farmers used to take insecticides, pesticides for suicidal purpose or sometimes homicidal purpose. Next is industrial sources. When the poison are produced by the products, then it may harm to the particular poisoning. Like if a people is working in the mercury factory or thermometer factory, then people used to get poisoned by mercury, and then symptoms appear according to that. Next is commercial source. From storehouse, distribution center, etc. sometimes people get poisoned. Next is food and drinks. By preservatives also there happen the person gets particular poisoning. Next is from the use of drugs, if it is because of the wrong medication or over medication of a particular drug. Next is miscellaneous. It includes the snake bite, city smoke, sewer gas poisoning, etc. Now we will see about the factors modifying action of the poison. So first point is quantity or dose. So you can understand about the quantity or dose as if the toxin is taken in the large quantity, then the symptoms will be fasten and the patient will get toxicity symptoms very quickly, and he may go to the edge of death very quickly. And there is a particular fatality period and the fatality symptoms as wise according to the particular poison. And next point is form. Form means the particular if poison is gaseous form or liquid form or solid form according to the physical state, then gaseous form will get absorbed very quickly, then the liquid, then the fine solid, and then the coarse solid. And next is chemical combination. Chemical combination means if the mercury or the silver nitrate combination with the HCl is given, then it get harmless, and if it is given individually, then the strong poison symptoms will be appear. Next is mechanical combination. Mechanical combination means corrosive acids when diluted with the water leads to irritant poison. Next we will see the mode of administration. If the poison is given in the gaseous form, it will spread more or the patient got symptoms very quickly, and then the IV intravenous, then the IM or subcutaneous or ID intradermal, then the application to the wound, then application to the serous surface, then oral if taken oral, and then the natural orifice. If the poison is given through the natural orifice, then lesser symptoms will appear in the poisoning by unbroken skin. Next point is condition of the patient. Child and the old age, they are more prone towards the poisoning symptoms. Next point is state of the health of the patient. If the patient health is not good, then toxicity symptoms may develop earlier and the patient may lead to edge of death. Next is sleep and the intoxication. If the patient is ingested some poison, or he may get contaminated with the poison, then and he is also intoxicated, then the symptoms will be delayed. Next is tolerance of the particular people. There is a particular tolerance for the particular patients or the particular people, so the toxicity symptoms may vary according to them. Next is diagnosis of the poisoning in living being. So there are no single symptoms and no definite group of symptoms which are absolutely characteristics of the poisoning. There are various symptoms according to the particular poison. So the following symptoms may arouse in the suspicion of the poisoning as below. So first point regarding the suspicion of poisoning is symptoms appears immediately or within a short period after food or drink. Next point is symptoms are uniform in character and increase rapidly in the severity. Next point is when the several people eat or drink from the same source of food or drink at the same time, all suffer from the similar symptoms at or about the same time. It shows that food poisoning is there, and the food which the group of the people had taken are contaminated with any toxin or a particular poison. Now we will see the symptoms suggestive of the poisoning. So this includes 12 points. In that, first point is, जब भी कोई पेशेंट पॉइज़न को खाता है तो सबसे पहले उस स्टमक में जाएगा. स्टमक में जाते ही उसके सिम्टम्स क्या आएंगे? एब्डोमिनल पेन, ठीक है. उसको नोजिया होगा, वॉमिटिंग जैसी सेंसेशन होगी, और समटाइम्स वॉमिटिंग में ऑल्सो हैपन. वॉमिटिंग होगी तो अनएब्जॉर्ब्ड पॉइज़न जो है वो निकलेगा, ठीक है. और अगर एब्जॉर्ब हो चुका है तो वो डायरिया में निकलेगा, डायरिया. एंड लेटर ऑन इफ इट गेट एब्जॉर्ब्ड in the blood, the patient may leads to collapse also. Next point, patient may get sudden onset of coma with a constricted pupil. Here, if the poison is like धतूरा में, there is a dilatation of the pupil. यह बहुत important है. और usually in poisoning cases there will be constriction of the pupil. Next point is unexplained coma, especially in the children. Fourth point is coma in adult known to have a depressive illness. Fifth point is rapid onset of the peripheral neuropathy such as wrist drop, etc. This wrist drop, etc. are seen in the neurologically acting poison. Okay, the poison who acts on the neurologically neurons, or especially the brain, which cross the blood-brain barrier, etc. Next is rapid onset of the neurological or GIT illness in the person known to be occupationally exposed to the chemical. The people who are on the day-to-day basis get exposed occupationally, or sometimes due to contamination the people get these type of symptoms. Next is sudden onset of the convulsions. Next is delirium with a dilated pupil. Next is this delirium with a dilated pupil. This is the most important example of the dhatura poisoning. And next is paralysis, especially of the lower motor neuron type. ठीक है. अब next, jaundice and the hepatocellular failure. The poison who acts on the liver leads to these symptoms. Next is oligouria, मतलब urination कम आना. With proteinuria, proteins आ रहा यूरिन के अंदर, and hematuria, blood आना यूरिन के अंदर. नेक्स्ट इज़ persistent cyanosis, मतलब थोड़ी देर के लिए ब्लू हो जाता है बॉडी, उसके बाद फिर ठीक हो जाता है, फिर ब्लू हो जाता है ऐसे. या फिर समटाइम्स रेगुलरली, मतलब कंटिन्यूसली जो है उसको साइनोसिस रहेगा. ठीक है. तो ये सब सिम्टम्स हैं सजेस्टिव ऑफ पॉइजनिंग. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज़ फीचर ऑफ द क्रॉनिक इंडिकेटिव पॉइजन. व्हाट आर द फीचर्स ऑफ क्रॉनिक इंडिकेटिव पॉइजनिंग? So in that 5 points are there which are very important. So first point is, if the patient is exposed with the poison in a day-to-day basis, so in that patient symptoms exaggerate after administration of the suspected food, liquid or medicine. Next is deterioration of the general health, उसकी health धीरे धीरे day-to-day basis पे ख़राब होगी. Next is rapid attack of the diarrhea and vomiting. Next point is removal of the patient from his usual surrounding. And fifth point is traces of the poison found in the urine, blood, stool or vomitus.